Hi guys, welcome back to another lesson with me, Will Blake, for some blues rock and boogie woogie piano. Today we're going to be looking at slow blues. Now, slow blues is obviously a lot more traditional form of blues. It's a lot more chilled out, but it can also be really high energy. If you're looking at artists like Gary Moore, just check out his version of Red House. He's obviously a guitar player, but the energy that slow blues can produce, and the passion as well, because it's a music that you really just have to feel. Anyway, we're going to give it a go. We're going to start off by learning some left-hand bassline, and then we're going to look at some right-hand rhythms, and then I'm going to start teaching you a tune called After Hours as well later on this lesson, so stick around because this is going to be great. So here we go. Left-hand bassline goes a little bit like this. Okay, so it's more of a walking bass, and it's very chilled out. Kind of got this lovely little stride in there. So we're still in the key of C. You can see I'm using fingers 5, 3, 2 and 1. Okay? So that's our left-hand bass line. I'm going to do it one more time, just nice and slowly, so that you guys can have a listen. So it's C, then E, G, A, G, C, E, G, A, G. Okay, so that's when you're playing the chord of C. Hopefully you guys have got the hang of the 12-bar blues format by now. So when you get to the F chord, you're going to go F, A, C, D, C, F, A, C, D, C. Okay, and then the G chord, when we get to that one, it's going to go G, B, D, E, D, G, B, D, E, G, and then back to the C, everybody. And that is your left-hand slow blues bass line, all right, and in the key of C. Now we're going to look at some rhythms to go with that in the right hand now. So this is where it gets tricky. We're going to start with the C7 chord, which I think we looked at in one of the other lessons, but for those of you that are want to recap on that, there's a thumb on the G, second finger on B flat, third finger on C, and your fifth finger on E. Okay, and we're going to play this in a sort of 6/8 timing. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and that's going to go over the top of our bass line, so it's going to go. So that second chord there is an F7, back to the C7, and going up to our F probably. When playing the F7 chord, I highly recommend you put more of an emphasis on E flat, so it gives a bit more of a bluesy feel to it, because that's the 7th note. Now this is a rootless G7 in the right hand here, and that's made up of F, B and D. So all we're doing is we're taking the G out, because if it was a full G7 you'd have the G in there as well. But if you take the G out, because you're playing G on the bottom, it just makes quite a nice blues sound. So and then you just take it back to your C, everybody. Okay, now you can think of slow blues songs such as Red House by Jimi Hendrix. There are so many, but you're After Hours, you've got pretty much half of all songs by B.B. King, and you've got Stormy Monday, you've got lots of songs by Muddy Waters, lots of classic blues acts. Just check them all out. There's so many sort of blues tunes that you can put to what I'm teaching you here. So it's a nice versatile style to play in, and it's also really nice to learn this background rhythm part of it, because when you're playing in a band and you want to sit back and let someone else take a solo, then this gives you the opportunity to do that. So I'm going to show you one more time. Taking it up to our F, putting the emphasis on the E flat, back to the C, and up to the G, everybody. Okay, now that last little riff that I showed you there was a little turnaround. So that's a classic slow blues turnaround that you'll hear in lots of different songs. So I'm going to show you that next.